What are you doing?
Is soft and squishy, isn't it, little sister? It's like we're bouncing on a massive pine cliff.
How are we getting it past this big wall?
It's too high to climb.
We'll never find the softest, warmest beds in the
How
whole
will we
world.
walk? Powered on. Home, X row, UT, 2 of 18. American Greed.
What are you watching?
Awesome.
My TV won't work.
Matic?
What?
Wow, welcome back. The prodigal son has returned.
Yeah, I decided to come back.
Back from beyond the grave, dude. He's back in the podcast world today.
Wait, you're Timmy?
Timmy, he got his ears lowered. show everyone your cut. Oh, fresh as fuck. He even got a little lightning bolt, dude.
No,
it's
my
I
kids'
just saw that.
heartbeat. It's my kids' heartbeat.
Like the exact heartbeat?
Yeah.
How do you know? You just took a picture of like a sonogram or something?
No, yeah, I took their fucking ultrasounds.
Yeah. Okay, well, cool.
I mean, I just did a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just one I found off the internet,
honestly,
to be honest.
It looks like you think you run fast.
I used to.
Yeah, I know. Dude, me too. Like,
yeah.
I tell people, like, I could still get up and go
Yeah.
for like 100 meters.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I'm fucking not moving. I'm like, ugh, and I'm broken, my legs, I pulled something. But, dude, I'll beat you in a short sprint.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
You know,
I remember you in baseball. That's
the long distance.
that was your go-to.
Yeah, that's you just yeah.
He made the team because he could run fast.
Yeah, dude. I will say this was an all-white team. I was the Willie Mays. I was the fast guy.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, dude.
But it's funny.
We just gotta bunt him on and have him steal.
It's pretty funny because once you made the team, then we all started helping you out.
Yeah.
And then you became a badass batter.
Oh, I appreciate it. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And then I couldn't bunt after
you could throw?
Yeah.
You did good.
I know. I was pitching to. I could never really. pitch.
I was a left-handed.
I could never pitch, dude. And I was actually pitching to Maddox the other. He's like, "Dad, pitch to me," and he's like, "Dad, you suck at pitching. None of these are hittable."
Steve?
And I'm like, "Bro, I'm just trying to keep you honest." Like, this is gonna look like we were watching Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
I think it was Jessica's first time watching it.
With your kid?
No, me and Jessica were watching it. Yeah. And I think it was her first time watching it. And fucking my favorite part's where he's like got all the kids right when he starts teaching them really how to play baseball. He's got fucking all the kids lined up. He's like, "All right, this is good. It's a screwball. It's gonna look like it's coming right at you, but you got to stay in there, okay?" And he's just fucking nailing them. And he's like, "Okay, we'll just rub some dirt on it. You'll be all right." And teaching them, dude, he fucking got them good. You know what I mean? Like they weren't afraid of the ball anymore because they're. I feel like that could go.
I haven't seen that show in so long,
dude. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
remember when he's like, "I'm gonna kick you so hard in the nuts that or I should kick your dad so hard in the nuts that he should have never been able to reproduce you," or some shit like that. Dude, I was like,
dude, there's some good
that one up.
There's some good one-liners in that one that I fucking forgot about.
Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah. He killed it.
Dude, I was actually unironically thinking about fucking bench warmers the other day.
That's not what I was thinking of. Not Best Bears. Yeah.
That movie's kind of fucked up. It's just old men beating little league kids, and everyone's like, "Yeah, fucking kick these kids' ass."
That's who I was thinking of. Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah.
No, Billy Bob Thornton. That's Bad News Bears.
Bad News Bears, and then bench warmers. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bench warmers is like the grown men playing.
Terrible. That's terrible. Remember the kid? He's sitting in there with.
He's like afraid of the sun.
Afraid of the sun.
Yeah, no, yeah, dude. So it's good to have you back, dude.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
No, you're good. You got family shit going. I just like to give you shit.
I know. I've been working a shit ton and had my kids.
Yep.
Which is a blessing.
Yeah. Well, this podcast is obviously more important. No, I'm just fucking with you.
I know. He told me, he's like, fuck your kids.
No, dude, it's good.
He knows.
But I will say there were a couple times you bailed on me. You could have been here, and then like, oh, I'm at a rodeo.
Honestly, yeah. I was just one of the times I was at a rodeo.
It's cool. I just had to panic and last minute find someone.
I was super fucking tired, dude.
Yeah,
like I've been working my ass off, and
both of those nights we would have been doing it at fucking like we are tonight at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I did the one with Jarrett that just dropped, probably 2 days before you'll see this one.
Yeah.
And that one we started at like 7:30. It was over really like right
Damn.
like at 9 o'clock.
Why do we always do
and we
ours
had dinner?
at 11? Oh, because the kids.
Because the kids. Because there's more kids. Maddox was sleeping over at a buddy's house, and Riley Ray was here, and you know how she is. She's just like drawing anime characters on the tablet. I was like, sweet, you know, we can sit down and get this done early, and everyone can eat dinner. And Jarrett fucking ate dinner. Went home. Dude, he got fucking robbed in this parking lot again. That's how fucking...
How?
Dude, so...
Twice?
Not like personally robbed. He had his compound bow stolen out of his truck. They broke the window, stole that. They stole some money out of his truck one time, too. And then last night, he forgot to unlock it. Somebody stole $380 out of it. He left his wallet next to him on the thing because he got home and he got food. And he forgot about his wallet because he went to Rigoberto's and they stole.
Where he's living?
Yeah, he lives in an apartment complex, dude. Shady as fuck. I'm like, bro, don't leave anything in your truck
ever and lock it.
Yeah,
you're not in the country no more.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's still the country. It's like a town of 50,000 people.
I know, but
it's it's white trash tweakers.
It's not like how it used to be.
Yeah,
like we used to be able to. I mean.
Yeah, you'd only get robbed every now and then. It was some dumb kid, just
ever
fucking...
since I was...
Yeah.
First I started driving. And then I get to town on 557.
Yep.
Okay, in 10th Street.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my little Nissan. Okay. I owned a business, whatever. That was my little pickup.
Yeah.
And I left the keys in it. Had skill saws, all sorts of shit in the back.
They steal the whole thing?
No, I walked out and I'm like... I felt like I was... Where's my car, dude? Like,
was it gone?
I felt like it was, where's my car, dude? Like, I'm sitting there going,
what the fuck, dude?
No, did I park it? Did I park it further?
Somebody just hopped in and stole it?
And then the guy, I know exactly who it was. I'm not going to say him. I'm not going to blast his name.
What was his name?
Huh?
What was his name? Horatio?
Christian.
Christian. Wait, the guy that won't let you cuss in his house?
He was totally white.
The guy that won't let you cuss in his house?
No.
Oh, different Christian.
But, so... Right.
Oh, is that funny, Jessica?
Inside joke.
Yeah. So you guys will never know.
You'll never know. So, anyways, I'm pointing back here because
I'm like looking like, what the fuck? It's an empty wall, dude. Yeah. So your truck got stolen by a Christian.
So and then all of a sudden, I wake up the next day.
Okay.
Because I'm like, well, shit, I should probably report this to the police, but I don't like the police, so I didn't. I'm like, I'll figure it out myself.
Yeah.
Well, my truck's back. All my shit's gone.
Okay.
He left the Red Bull.
He left you the Red Bull.
He didn't, yeah, he left.
At least he's not a demon, dude.
He took everything but the Red Bull.
That's funny.
Like,
he fucking. It's like, actually, I'm a little more healthy than that. And he's like, fuck your 5-hour energy.
So
dude. I'm on that 24-hour shit, dude.
I knew who it was, right?
Yeah, is he crystal meth head?
And I just told him, I said, hey, look, I'm not trying to get the cops involved. I really don't want that for either of us.
Bring me the truck back and my Red Bull.
No, he brought the truck back already at this point.
Yeah.
I just said, I want my skill saw and all my tools.
Yeah.
So 2 days later, I'm like, because I just, the cops, it gets dirty. Everything starts.
The cops start doing their own home improvements.
Yeah, and like
where'd you get that skill saw?
Well, no,
stealing it from evidence.
No, it gets to a point where you're like, why are you investigating my house? I asked you to help me find my shit.
We just need to see why this guy robbed you. Okay, like what else do you have in here? Drugs?
Like,
is there drugs? Cash?
Yeah. So, anyways, but no, he brought it back,
dude.
He came to the front of the door.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm so sorry, man. I was on drugs, and I just here's your stuff. And I'm like,
what a good dude.
thank you, dude.
Yeah,
Honestly,
like,
you're a
fucking
good
forgiving.
drug addict.
He's like, I felt so bad about it. I just was really on one.
Straight up.
I was just wound a little tight, if you know what I mean. No, dude. You know, there's just there are good drug addicts out there that are just like, hey, man, I'm just suffering through this, and I'm just trying not to be a nuisance to people.
And the good ones are, I made a mistake.
They're getting blamed for all the bad drug addicts, and there's a lot of bad drug addicts. No offense, recovering addict myself.
Yeah, I am too.
But I'm
still currently trying to figure it out.
Yeah, dude, you figure it out. Everyone's journey is different, dude.
Yeah, no, but I was doing great.
Yeah.
It was like 68 days.
Dude, so Jessica...
And then I went to Burns.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Burns.
Yeah, my Burns. Aftercare plan was shit. What? Yeah.
Are you serious?
Aftercare plan was... crap.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, it's important to have good aftercare. It's just important to surround yourself with good people that are like-minded. You get sucked into bad people, you get sucked into bad behaviors.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You just get carried away. You know how many people fucking end up going to prison for years just for being at the wrong place and like
with the wrong crowd.
You get carried away. You're like, okay, everyone's doing this,
Yep.
And luckily that's not been me, because God knows there's probably times that I could have been me.
Well, my thing is I just, I may have those bad habits still.
Yeah.
No narcotics or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
I stay away from that
No,
shit.
he's just a Catholic.
I'm a Catholic drunk.
He's a Catholic drunk. He's like fucking wine every day. I'm drinking Jesus.
Jesus drank it.
Yeah. Dude,
yeah.
Jesus
And you
did
know
drink
that
wine.
Jesus, when he drank it, it was actually not fermented.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, they called grape juice wine back in the day. I looked that up.
Really?
So, so...
Or is this just a trick our pastors are doing on us to make us not drink wine?
I have a strong concordance, so I look up every verse. I think it's in Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "If you believe in me, you shall be saved."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I can't recall the verse, and I'm not going to be that guy.
Yeah,
it says a verse
and I honestly can't.
You know what I mean?
I can't check it.
I believe it's in Matthew. But I looked up the Hebrewic meaning of believe in that verse, and that's to follow the teachings of.
Okay.
So that means I'm screwed.
Yeah, you're screwed, dude. You're going to heck.
Yeah, because
you're going to heck, brother.
It means to follow the teachings of,
Yeah.
and I know his teachings, and I am like totally to the left.
Yeah. Well.
And I.
To
not like that, folks.
To not get a little, he has strayed afar on this wayward journey. Not to get too political about that, though. We were talking to somebody about this because they were like, they got into this new religion, and it was like Christianity, but they have to, like, the women have to wear a certain dress.
Yeah.
Muslim. No, the Muslims are Muslims. Just they have a lot of rules, and just so happens that same week, we were in church, and the guy he was talking about, and what was it in, Jessica? She's a fucking sleep. The pastor, dude, he added me on Facebook, and I'm sharing this to him. He's got to know us, really.
He's got to know.
He's got to know.
No,
he did not add me on Facebook, and I'm not going to show the pastor this. I just kind of show up to. That's why we have a big church. We just show up and we do our thing with the Lord, and we leave. Fucking.
We love you, Jesus.
Yeah, we got friends there that we say, hey, and yeah, but
we fellowshipped.
Yeah, we fellowshipped, and yeah. Anyways, what have you been up to? You watch any fucking documentaries?
Dude, I've been up to a lot.
Yeah, what?
I've been working a lot,
yeah.
And then every day is a new story over at my dad's.
Yeah, well, tell us one.
Well, I mean, shoot. So my dad and his wife. I mean, remember how I told you they got...
Thanks, wife.
Yeah, they got in a fight over a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Now, Tina's like, you don't do fucking shit around here. So I'm like, oh my God. So I went and lifted the $500 pool, or 500-pound pool.
Yeah.
Kept flipping it. And I think that's why
Dude, that pool's huge.
I think that's why I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Downstairs.
Oh yeah, tell everyone about it.
No. No.
Okay, we won't tell anyone about it.
But anyways, and my stepmom, she's like, see, if he wasn't here, nothing was getting done. And I'm sitting there going, dude, he works his ass off. He's 69 years old.
Yeah, he's an
Like,
old man.
Give
He's
him
all,
a break.
and he was a bull rider for a long time, so
He-
he's like fucking broken,
Yeah,
dude.
he's
Yeah.
like- he limps pretty good.
No, yeah, dude. It was a good little barbecue today. Having
Oh, that
some
was
burgers.
great.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Um,
That was nice of.
oh yeah, we
that
didn't
was
even
nice
say
of them.
Happy Father's Day.
Oh yeah, happy
Yeah,
Father's
this
Day.
is it's not getting released on Father's Day. Episode 7 with Jarrett got released on Father's Day, but this one will probably be released tomorrow or the next day.
But it is Father's Day.
And it is Father's Day today when we're recording this. I was hoping to have my dad over, so we went on a hike.
That would have been cool.
We went on a hike and with Jessica's dad and did a picnic after like a 4-mile hike. And I was hoping to have my dad over here and Jarrett back over here in Reese, and we're gonna barbecue here after the hike. And my dad wanted to be on the podcast because I was like, you know what? You think? Because my dad's like, how come no one ever invites me? And I was like, I already asked Jarrett. You think Dad would be on it? I'm like, you just can't say anything too racist.
Yeah, my dad got me kicked off of TikTok.
Yeah, I know. And
Like
so,
the first TikTok live
My dad
ever.
doesn't. My dad's. He doesn't say that much racist stuff. He's more of a little sexual deviant.
I know,
He's
he
a little,
is.
a little horny fucker, dude.
Everything that comes out of his
It's
mouth
dirty,
is like,
dude. It's
I'm
like,
like,
holy
"Jeez,
shit, dude.
bro."
Wash your mouth out. Yeah, no.
And you're talking to
Love
my
you-
kids like
love
that
you,
too.
Dad. Like, dude, well, I used to think back to like he used to tell us, "Get your little dick beaters off that." And I didn't even, I'm like a fucking 4-year-old kid, and I grew up with that. And then when I finally found, I'm like, "Ew, Dad, gross." He's like, "Oh, you found out about that?" Oh, yep, 12. That sounds about right.
It's funny. So we were at the rodeo, right, the other night. When
Yeah,
we were like,
a couple weeks ago.
let's go do a podcast. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have to do a banquet
Banquet.
with all my coworkers.
Oh yeah.
So my dad,
you were at the sisters
so
rodeo,
this
right?
is the funniest part. So
Uh-huh.
my dad, he had VIP tickets.
Yeah,
I was invited because I do all the work. My dad really just stands around. To
he's
be
your
honest.
manager.
And I went, and they're like, "You don't have a ticket." like, What?
So did you get
And they
in?
said, "Well, you don't have the VIP tickets." I'm like, "I know.
You just
I thought I had one."
how embarrassing.
Because, Like, yeah, I was like, "What the fuck?"
they're like walking. Yeah, see ya,
So-
dude. Like,
so-
come on, get the fuck out
so
of
the
here.
funny part is-
yeah.
Is Ty Bennett,
Mhm.
my buddy? Well, Taylor runs Sisters Rodeo. now.
Okay.
And she told Ty, because I called him, I'm like, I didn't get tickets or anything like that. So they came, put a pass over me. It's an all access pass.
You were like a rodeo queen, dude.
So then I went,
Hey!
so then I went behind the chutes and everything.
Yeah.
And then I went to the box office where
Yeah.
my dad is. And he's like, how the hell did you get in here? He didn't give a fuck. He didn't care that I wasn't in.
Yeah, dude. He was probably like, God damn it, now Timmy's here.
Yeah. He's like,
trying to hang out with my friends,
He's
dude.
like, how'd you get that? And I said, well, watch this. I can go wherever I want. He said, and then he acted all badass. And he told Jeff, he's like, see, I told you that son of a bitch is going to do it. He started bragging. I'm like, you are such a piece of shit.
You do like a character in a TV show, dude.
What?
I can do this, Dad. Now I know what to do. Fucking running the dude. That would be a funny ass show, just like fucking behind the scenes of like rodeo culture.
Yeah.
They don't really have any good shows about that. Just fucking fights and whiskey.
Well, my son, he's seen that, how the bull jumped out last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, at the rodeo last year.
And he's like,
Dude,
I don't
that
want
one
to
lady
go to
got
that
fucked
rodeo.
up, dude. Did you see the video?
Yeah, dude,
Dude, she fucking be near. She's lucky to be
You know what?
alive, dude.
You know what? So because
I would
I was
be
in the
suing the
bank,
fuck.
I was in the bank room with Taylor.
Yeah.
We were doing all this shit,
Sorry to laugh about this. We're just not serious.
making sure everything.
She's
like-
okay though. She didn't die.
Yeah.
She's fucking walking normal too.
But listen to this. So we were in the bank room and we were
she was
talking.
at the rodeo the next night.
We were talking about that. Yeah, but she got kicked out. So
Oh.
here's the deal. So that night before that bull came in,
Yeah.
3 people kicked her out of, like, you can't come back here drinking too much.
Was she
That's why she was where she was
Well,
at.
she just got a fucking paycheck,
and then
dude.
she just got
Yeah.
flipped flipped the fuck out.
Sometimes the bad guys do win, dude.
Yeah, but she tried to come back to the rodeo the next day, and she was in the hospital that night.
Yeah.
But she can't. And they're like, nope.
Yeah, that's what's hilarious about that is the newspaper did an article about it, and they did not mention that she got kicked out. They're like,
she did.
This badass woman was back there at the rodeo the next night.
And did you see the
hot off the press?
Did you see the fucking guy?
Which one?
Right before she got hooked.
Oh yeah,
he ran.
He ran. They all left that chick there to get fucked up.
Fuck that.
She was just like, I think she was carrying like 4 beers.
She didn't even see. She was just standing like this, and then.
Dude, she went so fucking high in the air and then fucking down, and I'm like, oh, she's dead, dude. Why are they showing this on? This is the fucking 7 in the morning. I don't want to see this because, God, that's like the worst part about waking up and picking your phone up for a second.
And my dad,
you never know what you're gonna see.
Yeah, my dad, he's trying to tell Sawyer because Sawyer's like, I want to ride steers.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, well, you know you're gonna get fucking hurt. You're gonna get fucked up. And I'm just like, Dad, you're totally ruining this.
No, but
moment.
you need to know that it does fucking hurt.
Well, no, but it's not like he's on steers. Once he starts getting on bulls, he'll be. That's when you say that.
Yeah, well, that's like Maddox. Like you're gonna fucking fall off no matter what, dude.
You're gonna get stepped on.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Like you might break a bone.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get killed on a steer. I mean, there is a possibility. Yeah. But
I'm hoping
when
Maddox gets on one bulls, and he doesn't like it.
Whatever. He's gonna love it.
Yeah.
You should have seen. I was bucking the hell out of him tonight.
Yeah. Was he doing good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing good. He just has to listen, and when he listened, he was doing great.
Just like wrestling, when he listens, dude.
When he listened, he did great. Dude. But then he started trying to do it his own way, and I'm like, Maddox, you have to sit up on you. Right.
With he listens really well with skateboarding too. He picked that shit up pretty quick. But fuck, dude. I was just gonna say something. I don't know. Me and Jarrett were talking shit about you in that last podcast. Not anything bad. We were just fucking. And I was gonna bring it up. Oh, okay. I remember what it was. What the fuck did you mean? I left you. I'm leaving you on red. Me and Jessica were like, he's leaving us on red. But then he texted us back after that.
No,
so we're like,
okay, so I can explain that.
I'm like, I had to Google what leaving. I'm like, maybe I don't know what it means.
No, so what it is, so you have an option on your message to make sure they know that you read the message.
Yeah.
Or it just stays as delivered.
Yeah.
And the reason why I did that is because you're like, you motherfucker, you don't answer your phone. You guys call me a million times. Yeah. And then you get mad at me, and I'm like, I didn't see it till just now.
Yeah, no, that's because you turned it off.
That's why
you're like, call me after work, and then I call you, and I'm driving home, and I'm supposed to pick you up, and then you always call me back right when I get home. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're like, yeah, dude, come get me.
I know, and that's what makes me feel like he has GPS on my phone.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
I don't.
Spying on me,
That's why I was like,
what do you think, Jessica?
I'm putting it on read. Jessica?
Oh, camera pans over.
She approved this message.
She approves this message. But, yeah, no, dude, the podcast. Oh, anyways, your Father's Day, before we get any deeper, how was your Father's Day?
Dude, it was the best Father's Day I have had in a long time. I didn't get to be at my son's birthday, and I have both of my kids. Yeah. It's been honestly wonderful. Yeah. And they got to play in the pool. We wrecked Sawyer's RC car.
That fucking thing is fast, dude.
And it still goes.
Yeah, dude.
3 wheels.
Yeah, the fucking thing goes like 60 miles an hour.
60 miles.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty crazy. Actually 65. But
I clocked it at 62.
No, but I had a great Father's Day. I had my fucking kids, dude. Yeah. Excuse my language.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
But anyways, yeah, it's been great. Yeah. How about yours, bud?
Well, I told you we hiked. That was fucking hot as shit.
Yeah.
And we brought a carrier for Azrael. Jessica's like, I'm gonna carry him, but he did not like it, and so he liked to sit on top of my shoulder. My back actually hurts right now.
Yeah.
And so like I had him sitting on my shoulders for a good portion of it. Like fucking Master Yoda style, Luke Skywalker running through like the system of Dagobah or whatever. But then we got to the end and I jumped in the river and everyone's like, wow, he's such a badass. Look how he's so cold. And then Maddox did it and I don't think he realized how cold it was. Dude, I saw the fear of death in his eyes when he came up out of the water, dude. He was like, fucking terrible. And then afterwards, like we got fucking back to the little, because it was, the trail starts at a fish hatchery. and so we were all feeding the fish and shit. And Jessica made a sandwich for me, and everyone had sandwiches, and that was fucking good. I could have took a nap on the grass right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then we came over, and the kids swam in the pool. Honestly, I was like in like ready for a nap mode because yesterday I golfed 18 holes.
Yeah.
That was fun as fuck, dude. We played with Jeff Carrington and Luke and Jessica.
Oh really, Jeff?
Yeah.
Right on.
And Luke Thibodeau, and it was Jeff's first time playing in fucking a year and a half, 2 years. And he beat me by 2 strokes.
What?
Yeah, but he's like, dude, I've been golfing since I was 12. He's pretty good. But honestly, we were neck and neck the whole fucking time. Well, he started off better than me. But, and then I got a birdie, and then we were neck and neck for a while. And on the last hole, he got a bogey, and I got a triple bogey. So I totally shanked it with my club way off. And then I was like, I found my ball. And I'm like, this is for all the cookies, you know what I mean? I got to play it as it lies. And I'm like, a sand wedge, got this. And I fucking hit it, and I hit it actually pretty good, but there was a tree, dude, and it like got stuck in the fucking tree and came down 20 feet in front of me. And I'm like, fuck. And then I was kind of like freaking out about it after that. And so I hit it again, and that fucking was like another dud because I rushed it. But then I had a pretty good like 40-yard chip to land close, and then I sunk the putt.
Oh yeah.
So I only lost by 2 strokes, but
right on.
Yeah, that was a good time. Yeah, it was a challenge course.
Yeah. What was that, Eagle Crest?
Yep.
Or, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I hit a.
That's a hard course. It's pretty
super
tight.
hard. It's tight, and there's lots of hills.
Yeah.
But I like it a lot. I'm pretty good with my irons, and so like I'm pretty like it's definitely an iron course, you know.
Yeah.
I whipped my driver out like twice, 3 times maybe. But like I on one of the, it was a 167-yard par 3. I fucking, my drive landed 3 feet from the pin, and I picked it up for birdie.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, to be that good, honestly, it's hard. Like people think it's all like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as you make it sound.
Golf's tough.
You know? It's hard.
Golf is tough. Deal. Jessica. What? Oh yeah. Oh, she woke up from her slumber to tell us we did not mention the fall. This is a relaxed podcast night, by the way. This is Father's Day.
Oh, yeah.
We just wanted to get one out because Timmy he has to work the rest of the week. So, and we're getting ready to go to California. But yeah, so Jessica's fucking got the baby on her back, and we're hiking, and it's a slight decline, slight, dude.
It was really
but there was like a fucking like right off. It was a 2-foot wide path, maybe slight incline, but right off was like another slick path that dropped straight down to the river. And she like fucking slid and fucking fell with the baby. The baby was fine. He like didn't even cry really. He was just like, what the fuck?
What are you doing, Mom?
And Jessica's like, oh. She's like, I don't know how to get up. Yeah, she scraped her knee pretty good.
Yeah, she did.
Dude, it looks like it's like already a scab.
It does.
And it just happened today. There might be more dirt in there. You should clean it
Yeah,
out.
you might need some Neosporin.
Take a shower tomorrow. Just when they say rub some dirt in it, like that's probably not.
She did.
Is it? Yeah. She's fucking. No, yeah, that river was cold as shit, dude. Talk about a polar plunge.
Yeah.
You know. I should have made you coffee, Timmy. You look like you're gonna pass out.
Oh yeah, I'm very tired.
Well, where are we at? This one doesn't have to be a super long one.
27 minutes.
27 minutes.
Not close.
Not even close, dude. Do you think you can even make it?
Yeah,
The funny thing was, he was like, when we do it, we have to do 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
He's like, we actually started early by our time. I mean, it's 11:33 right now. This is usually when we start. So we did pretty good. I am fucking exhausted though. I wanted to take a nap today. But I have a pretty easy work week this week.
Dude, I wanted to take a nap so hard today, but my kids were like,
yeah,
here, and I'm like, I can't do it.
Dude, just say, hey, kids, put on I'll do all the things to make them tired.
I can't.
Put like TV shows and everything on.
All my dad has is Cowboy Channel. And that's all that's on.
He literally, how do you even just get that? Is that just
it's
subscription
TV,
to Cowboy Challenge?
Just TV, cable.
Yeah.
No, he don't have internet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's old school. He's got a fucking huge ass pool though. That's pretty badass.
That is.
Dude, the Cowboy Challenge is sick though. They learn something about fucking.
Well, the cool thing is the kids, when they watch it, they actually are like, holy shit, that's how it was like back then.
Yeah,
You know?
I know exactly.
Like,
I was that
and then
kid watching
they
that
start
shit.
being a lot more respectful because they see the kids back then.
Well,
Kids-
boy, I don't want to give you a licking, but it
Yeah.
looks like I'm gonna have to.
for saying something like, I don't want to go there, Pa.
Yeah.
You know?
Can I please not have peas? What did you say, boy? I'm gonna knock you
fucking
south
knock
or
you.
sideways.
Knock you back to Sunday.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, you'll be picking yourself up next week, wondering where you been. Yeah, no, that's fucking the cowboy challenge, dude. And that's why kids are disrespectful as fuck now, because it's
I
like
know.
TikTok, like basically, like channels like ours, dude.
Yeah.
Just fucking-
well, my kid, he wants to get on YouTube, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, nope. But
Yeah.
honestly, he's pretty responsible about it because all he watches is these hunting shows.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I go down there, and they put, because Boone
Yep.
is down there, and he's like, Dad, I want you to lay with me. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So I go down there.
He definitely is needy.
And
He needs you to go to sleep.
Yeah, and I'm watching
Yeah.
what.
It's
and I'm
kind of
like,
cute, though.
yeah, but I'm watching.
But
what-
he's getting big, so it's like.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about Azrael. He's 1, and I'm already like, yeah, I don't know. We might be spoiling him a little bit.
Yeah. No. Well, it's kind of unfortunate because, you know, I see them probably 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
And when I don't see them, it's really hard for me. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck it. If he wants to sleep with me. But
Yeah.
anyways, when he went to sleep, I'm watching the show. I'm like, dude, our sons are 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah.
You know, like,
What fucking weird little
like,
kids, dude.
why are you guys watching
They're
this?
watching
This is
fishing shows on YouTube.
I said, well, what I did is I was like, sir, did you pick this?
Yeah.
And Maddox is like, no, this is my show.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is exactly what Sawyer
Maddox
watched.
has been on a fucking fishing kick, dude. Ever since we went to.
We went fishing today.
Oh, dude, this feels good. My back, dude, is
we
killing me.
we went fishing today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where did you guys go?
Tumalo.
Oh yeah, that's not
where
far.
the bridge
Yeah,
are.
did you catch anything?
But yeah, no, because so we started fishing and these people kept floating by. Oh yeah. And I didn't realize. Oh shit! It's Saturday. Or Sunday. I mean.
Well, it's Tumalo Park, right?
Huh?
Tumalo Park? Is that where you went? Yeah.
No, so we went.
That's a floatable spot for sure.
You know the bridge?
Yeah.
Right before you get to Tumalo, the country store?
Yep.
So we stopped there at first.
They used to have good food. They don't
we went
anymore.
under the bridge and we were fishing.
Yep.
And then I was like, Sawyer's going to hook somebody. Because they keep going by. You know what I mean? And he's casting.
Did he?
No. Because I put a stop to
That'd
it.
be so fucking funny.
I know, right? And so I put a stop to it.
I'd be the dad, like, okay, they're here, they're coming. Cast. Right there. Yeah, fucking perfect.
Hook him. Pop that shit.
But, yeah, what were you saying?
Well, anyway, so we went to Tumalo Park, and I'm like, we went in, we got out for like 2 seconds, and then I was like, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's busy now.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
you're like,
it's-
what the hell?
It's like that everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, dude. The wilderness are full of homeless people. Around us. They really are.
Yeah, and our taxes pay for
Like, people aren't
They're
just.
part of
Our
us.
camping spots are becoming their homes. That's a timer for. Oh, you going to take a little nap? Nice. We're having just a. Oh, I want to take this moment to just give a shout out to all the dads out there, all the ones biological or non-biological that stepped up and they're kicking ass as dads.
Yep.
All the ones that are sperm donors, you know, you don't celebrate today.
Still got it.
You still got an opportunity to fucking be a dad to whoever your kid is, and it'll mean anything at any time to them. So.
Yep.
And then to all the moms that play dad, either single or lesbian. You have Mother's Day. Don't take our fucking day. Back off, hookers. You Lilith, the fucking back off, you fucking sucky buses. When they don't even want our genitals, they want to take our persona.
They want to take our rubs.
They're like, I'm the man now. Like, no, you're still a woman. You're just fucking dating girls, dude. Like, come on, Like, unless she identifies, then we have to accept her, I guess, for who she is.
I don't have to accept anything. And
dude, have you seen all the fucking?
You better get a big hairy rug.
...1970s style, dude. Oh my god, I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna say. Okay, Timmy, I'm not gonna say any names in this story, so don't say any names. But you were in the car. You were in the car. We were driving back from the valley from Eugene. We had a summer baseball tournament, and one of our buddies, who's one of our best friends, his dad was driving us back, and we were all talking about girls, and we were like, yeah, this girl's hot, like, and then the dad of our buddy says, "Oh, that's nasty. If your mom ever shaved like that, I'd fucking divorce her in a week." He's like, "You gotta have full bush." We're like, "Dude, gross." The fuck? Oh god, yeah, but that's just how they used to. They call it rough riding, dude.
Yeah.
That's
You gotta get it.
Yeah, you gotta have a little powdered nose if you know what I mean.
You gotta scrub it harder.
Honestly, for me, it just creates more distance. It's harder to get that tiny thing in there, dude. Come on, dude. Can you make it a little easier for it to fall in there?
That's why I shave it just.
You
know why? Because it makes it look bigger.
Dude, we talked. Oh, so
I'm like, damn.
I fucking see. This is why I wanted you here, though, because I knew Jarrett was going to do the podcast, and so I wanted you to be. Dude, you would have been just perfect with us. Like, we were talking about a period where we were like telling people we have tiny dicks, and how like how Jessica, like, she takes offense whenever I tell people that I have a tiny dick, even though I do it all the time. She's like, it's like a looks bad on her that she married a guy with a tiny dick. And then Jared was like, "Oh, you gotta have the tiny dick insurance, tiny dick husband insurance. It's a tax write-off. If you're suffering in bed, you're not gonna suffer on your refund."
Yeah. If you're 3 inches or less,
and it's good for the guy too, because he's had a shit life. No, honestly, for a dude, you can totally kill it with a tiny dick, dude. You still nut all the same. Just fucking going around.
It's not the size of the ship.
It's the motion of the ocean. Well, we touched on that a little bit. I'm like, because Jessica's like, "You're still useless," and I'm
your
like,
waves suck.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you pretty much just told me I have a huge dick, but I'm still useless. Oh god, dude.
It just confuses people. No one gets it.
Yep, it just.
No.
You never know, dude. Honestly, it's all in the eye of the beholder, too. So, like,
I mean, that's why I married a girl with really tiny hands.
Yeah. Is she Asian?
Made me feel big.
He's like, that's why I went to Thailand. The little hands.
I am going to Thailand.
You are going to Thailand, dude?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Lady boys. I told you liked them in that text, remember? Oh, wow. Now you're just coincidentally going to Thailand. You looked up the fucking lady boys, dude. Oh, my God.
My friend said I should go.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
The guy that went to Thailand.
Dude, I got a buddy that lives in, like, Bangkok and Thailand. He goes back and forth.
I bet you do.
I went to college with him. No,
you're talking about
Alex.
No.
Yeah, from college in Arizona.
I thought you were talking about the exchange student that you guys went to Vegas with.
Well, that was Pear. Pear actually ran in. Pear ran into my buddy Alex in Thailand, and Pear's from Norway. And the only time they had ever met each other was when I introduced the two of them from two different worlds in Vegas on that Vegas trip, because really? Alex lived there as an HR manager, and we got him so fucked up that whole trip that, like, the next week he quit his HR job out of college and moved to fucking Vietnam and taught English for 5 years. But yeah, no, they just they happened to run into each other, like, fucking basically.
Pear was pretty cool.
Pear's badass, dude. Pear's badass. Badass. We were like making him.
So they ran into each other and they realized they liked Thailand boys.
Well, I don't know what they did on the trip, but that, you know what, that might not put it better on. Dude, honestly, it's better than my other foreign exchange student buddy that's like hitting me up and trying to get me to smuggle him into the country in Africa. I feel for him, dude, but I'm like, bro, it'll take you and my wife, dude. Yeah. Like, I need her. Like, fucking.
ICE is not playing.
Yeah, they're not, dude. Fucking. Oh yeah, what do you
That's
think?
why.
What do you think about the riots? I'm actually going down there next week, so I'll tell you how it is, dude. I'm literally gonna be there. Fucking.
So I watched a video,
Yeah.
and they're like, LAPD,
Yeah.
we're coming out, and they were coming out like of a parking garage with a fucking
Dude,
cage.
What is
and,
LAPD?
And I'm like, I don't think it's LAPD. They look like Marines.
Yeah.
So they come out, and they didn't say shit. All they said is back up.
Yeah.
I mean, before the cage opened, they're like, tat, 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 all of them.
Just killed them?
Shooting pepper. No, it wasn't real bullets.
Well, don't spread misinformation on here.
I didn't.
I
So
know,
they were pegging the shit out of them.
They were pagans, dude?
Pegging them.
God damn it, our fucking country's full of these pagans.
No, I was stoked. I was like, hit those dumb assholes.
Oh, these fucking,
Because here's the thing, I'm all about
the ritualistic sacrifices and shit, dude.
Robert, I'm all about a peaceful
protest. Yeah, dude. Even when
but
I
you
don't
know what?
disagree.
When you start throwing bricks at fucking police cars and vandalizing and doing, it's like, you know what? Do what you got to do.
No, we had a trailer, but
Hold the mic up.
These people wouldn't move, and he fucking ran them over.
Oh yeah, dude. So, and I know people that are first generation citizens, or or immigrants themselves, and they disagree. And Jared and I talked about this. It's like, dude, it is so many people that are just there to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
And honestly, it sucks because it looks bad for that. That's how I know That's how I know they don't actually care about the people that they're protesting for.
Yep.
Because they're going there waving a different country's flag and destroying shit. That would make anybody who's on the fence be like, oh, fuck, we are getting invaded. They see that on their news in Ohio. Yeah. Or someone in Omaha, Nebraska. Fucking.
Right.
Yeah, no, like, oh, shit, honey, get the guns. It's time to go. They're calling the Minutemen.
Well, and then they told Trump.
Roy, where's your muzzle loader?
Then they told Trump, they're like, you're trying to start a civil war by sending all these troops here.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm actually trying to avoid a civil war by sending them.
Yeah.
And it makes more sense when
the thing is, only people that are really talking shit about him it's like damned if he does, damned if he doesn't.
Right.
Like, he didn't call the National Guard one time, and they fucking flipped out on him. And he said the whole time he was waiting on Nancy Pelosi to call, and that's why he didn't, because she didn't tell him she needed him. And then he did it there after Gavin Newsom wouldn't talk to him.
Oh, Gavin Newsom.
And then now he's like, oh, yeah. And it's like, dude, Gavin Newsom should have called them in. There's Democrats that are even saying, like, he should have already had them there. Like, they were mishandling the situation.
And then he calls out Trump, trying to make it his fucking
See,
fault.
I personally think that it's because a certain side of the Democratic Party has gotten themselves backed into a corner because they have these people that are radical that have voted for them, and they're afraid to stand up to them or to,
right,
they know it's wrong because that's their base, and they could be over like that, like a perfect example of this is I was watching a Bernie Sanders rally. And these ladies got up there and just hijacked the fucking microphone and was like, "We are gonna talk. This is our time." And these are the people that definitely voted for him. And you can just see the look on his face. He's like, he can't tell her. They were like, "We'll let you talk after he does his speech. We'll let you talk." And she's like, "No, we're talking now, and he's gonna listen." And they fucking didn't know what to do. They didn't take these women off because they didn't want to look like they're authoritarian or not allowing her to have a voice. But it's like there's still decorum and laws and rules and shit. You can't I feel like blocking highways is just dangerous all around. And that is a form of violence. You know what I mean? And not that I think they're being violent, but it's going to cause violence, an accident, you know what I mean? Somebody's gonna get pissed, somebody's gonna get hit, and stand on any sidewalk or corner out of the road and hold your fucking signs and holler and yell.
It's like my dad. Okay, he said if I was down there, he said I'd have both my pistols right here, and if they started fucking up my truck, I'd roll down the windows and just start blasting them. And I'm like
holy shit, John Wick. The cowboy John Wick.
He said, I bet they'd stop fucking with my truck after that. I'm like, God, Dad.
Yeah, it's a good thing he is not, your 70-year-old dad is not have his truck down in LA right now.
Right. No. He would just, he said, I'd floor it.
Well, dude.
He said, they got in front of my truck, I'd fucking floor it.
Did you see what they did in Florida? In Florida, Ron DeSantis or whatever, and the head of something like the police or something, Miami police or something, basically they gave the green light for like run these motherfuckers over if they won't get out of your way. You won't be prosecuted.
No shit.
Yeah, and I don't think they really had any issue with any fucking people blocking roads, dude. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
like
You know?
these people are too protected, and but I
Over
also
here? Absolutely.
but I also
You know that they're
understand.
having a fucking anti-Trump rally in Redmond
They
tomorrow?
did. No, it was today. They did them all today. It was nothing really. You didn't see
Was it
anything.
today?
Yeah,
Well,
they probably
I
had
figured
more.
nobody would show
The
up.
funny thing is, the news here didn't even mention that they had like the same amount of people show up that were like probably more that were pro-Trump and driving through their protests with their flags and shit.
Rolling clothes.
Like, yeah, I mean, this is a heavily
Shit.
Redmond and Prineville. I know our county tends to lean a little more blue now because of Ben, but Redmond and Prineville, they did one in Prineville too. They're definitely more red. So it's 9 people that live there. They come in, and they're like, we're gonna fucking make this town fight. Pretty much, dude. They're like, we work for this taxpayer-funded company. Do you see? There's a bunch of the people
Well, I remember-
funding these protests that turned into riots
Yeah.
in California. They're Democratic and state-funded. Democratic
I believe it. 100%,
organizations.
yeah.
And
So I remember when they
get those fuckers to pay for this shit, dude.
I remember they rolled in to the airport.
I honestly don't care though because I don't
Or,
pay
like-
taxes in California. So
And
if they want to destroy themselves, let them.
So they rolled into the airport in Idaho.
Yeah.
And it was those what are they called? Liberals that are fucking like on steroids.
Liberals on steroids,
No,
like
like
buff,
no,
fucking
no.
buff lesbians,
What is it called? The fucking
buff lesbians,
no. That not LGBTQ or whatever.
LGBTQ.
Yeah, not that. It's
fucking we lift
no.
each other up.
You know what it is. Come on.
I don't know what.
Yeah, you do.
Like, what do you mean
It's those
steroids?
those
Oh,
the
Antifa.
extremists. Antifa.
Antifa. Okay, yeah.
So Antifa.
That was just
showed
not
up.
the way I would have described
Sorry,
it.
Well,
I'm like,
anyways,
trying to think of these really fit liberals, dude. Like, like fuck. Honestly, I might listen to them. Like, fuck, I should change my life and who I vote for. Fucking, that guy's got great abs, dude. That could be me.
So they hired a bunch of Antifa
yeah.
to come, and they flew into Idaho.
Yeah.
And
they've done this a couple times.
So
That's what my box is telling me.
all the Republicans
Yeah.
are sitting there, and they have AR-15 right where the plane landed.
Yeah.
And they got off the plane, seen all of them, turned around, and got back on the plane.
Dude,
They're like, no, we're not doing
the
this.
thing is, like, there's some fucking of those people that are like, they know they're setting this shit up to be a huge thing.
Yeah.
That's why they're only doing it during Trump's presidencies.
Oh,
They're in both
100%.
of them. You know, they just go start shit. Like they hijack any issue.
Yep.
Any controversial issue, and then they turn it into that. And I think that most level-headed people on both parties agree. And
Yeah.
they do the same shit at Republican shit too. That gets out of hand. You know what I mean?
And the thing is I'm not
It's a shadow
a
government.
pro-Trump. I'm not, Trump's the best person. But you know what?
Trump is not baby Jesus.
No, he's not. And I am
Sweet.
pro-American.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I'm pro-American.
I want best for our country. That's it.
Pro-American, yeah.
That's it.
Dude, I think that, what they should do is that they should just fucking, the problem is that no one would do it now because they're all afraid, but I think they should just, everyone that's here, either with green
Half the
card or something, they should just fucking make them citizens, unless they have like some crazy crime. Like they fucking beat the shit out of a 2-month-old or something.
Yeah.
They fucking threw a box of kittens off a bridge. Like something just diabolical. They sewed 6 guys into a chair. Like send those guys back,
Yeah.
to where they came from. And I mean everywhere,
Yeah.
And then everyone else that's like holding a job, been here for years,
Right.
has a family here.
I agree with
like
that.
fucking make them citizens. Like
Yeah.
that would just solve the problem. But they can't solve the problem
But-
because then that's how they make their money. Is
The
problems.
the only thing that I have to say about that
Yeah.
is, so any other country that
Yeah.
we go to,
You couldn't do that.
exactly.
But
And
I argue-
I feel like that.
I argue
the-
we are not
the
every other
rules-
country though. They have to
No,
also
But the rules have to be.
they also have to denounce
same
their
for
previous.
everyone.
They have to denounce their previous country 100%.
Yeah, but
I am a
they
big
need
firm believer in that.
Me too.
You cannot
But
be
they-
here waving a different country's flag
Exactly.
and fucking destroying shit, dude. Because
Exactly.
that's like you're telling me that you're not on our side. You're on their side, you know, and that's
an oxymoron.
I think that for anyone, you know,
Yeah.
when I see people fucking, yeah, even people that have you haven't seen it yet, but if somebody's had Israel flag and was destroying shit, like, hey, go the fuck to Israel, dude. Don't break my lawn gnome. Like,
Yeah.
fucking damn it, I bought that.
Israel and Iran are in a fucking war right
Yeah, I know. I watch these videos. I can't tell if it's AI and look at the bombings and shit. I'm like, is this real or I don't know if you saw it, but it was it says Israel bombing Iran, and it's just fucking a ton of bombs thrown. You never know if it's AI anymore though.
Well, you know where they bombed?
Fucking gay eye, dude, is what I call it. I hate it. AI, dude. Yeah, because it's like
AI.
it's just ruining. It's ruining everything. I can
yeah.
already tell it is. Gay eye.
But you know where they bombed?
What?
They bombed Nazareth or no
Nazareth.
Nazareth
Dude, in Iran, in Israel.
in Israel.
Oh, Iran did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what's crazy about Nazareth is like back in Jesus' time, Nazareth was like a backwoods area. Like they weren't like a high
Well, it's like
profile people.
What happens when they bomb Bethlehem?
Well, I mean, it's just honestly, I think that's just what
Jesus is just gonna be like.
I don't think Jesus and God I don't think they care that much about the land. I think it's about the people ever since he sacrificed himself.
100%.
It's not about where we live or what flag we have.
That's another oxymoron because the Jews don't even believe in what Jesus did, and he still is like, "Those are my people."
Because they say they're promised land.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Jesus was like, "That's not the land God was talking about.
The land
of God. Like, that's the promised land. You're gonna go there."
But he does protect Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, Old Testament, all the way through.
Have you seen the videos of missiles
Mm-hmm.
that are being sent over to Jerusalem? They go.
Well, dude, you know why? Because they have they call it. Trump wants to build one for the U.S.
No.
It's an Iron Curtain, dude. Basically, it's a missile deterrent, one of the most high tech missile deterrent systems in the world. Yeah, Israel has it.
I believe that.
Yeah, and I personally, I'm not anti-Israel, but I'm like, why the fuck? Like, Israel seems like it's better off than we are right now. Why are we sending them money too, dude? Like, I don't fucking like that we send all of our money to these countries. You know what I mean? Like, why, dude? It's just for little fucking.
No, I agree with that.
It's backroom hand jobs, dude. I swear. Like, they're fucking all. Okay, you jerked me off last week. I gotta go to Japan and have the prime minister jerk me off there. And then after that, after I get him to jerk me off in Sweden, I think we have a pact. And then I'll send you all $200 billion.
As long as you wash off my fucking jerk off rag.
Keep it on your fucking shorts. Don't wash that out.
You remember that.
I'm a big dick swinging congressman, okay?
And it's like,
it would be kind of cool to have that just total white privilege power. Just fucking, you know what? I own this city, bitch. You'll never work in my town again. Anyone that calls a big city a town's a fucking douchebag. This is my town. Like, bro, there's 8 million people here. Fuck you.
That's like going to Terrebonne.
Yeah, dude.
I own this bitch.
Yeah, I do own Terrebonne, bro. I feel like I'm gonna die here.
I'm going to Fossil next week.
You going to Fossil? That's a shithole.
No,
there's nothing there.
There's hay.
Yeah, that's true. Probably a good place
hay
to get some
meat.
hay. Hay and meat, yeah. I know, and there's places where they need hay and they need meat. Oh, do we need to take a quick kid break?
We do.
Jessica, she's asleep. Pause the podcast. One of the children is awake. This is the part where Timmy struggles to pause the podcast. Don't shut it off. Do the pause. And we are back. That was a quick. Kid woke up, and we realized it's fucking midnight, and we are tired as fuck, and it's Father's Day. So I don't know. We're just about
it's quite the statement.
You hear that?
Father's Day.
I said it's Father's Day, and Jessica goes, "Not anymore." She's been waiting all day for that to be over.
I will say, for all the fathers out there, that it is Father's Day, but nothing really changed for me today.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie.
We just had to be
I mean,
fathers today.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I
like
didn't.
my dad said when I went over and I mowed the lawn, did all that stuff for my dad, and he's like, "Well, that's what fathers do."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm not your son. I mean, like,
I'm not your dad.
I'm not your dad." My kids are like, "Dad, let's go fishing. Let's go do this."
Yeah.
I'm like, "It's Father's Day," and I'm like,
yeah, I thought about when we were all over.
I was gonna try and use that excuse, but I'm like, I can't.
When we were all over there, I thought about doing like a Father's Day speech. And then I was like, no, that'll be gay. Don't do that. But, you know.
We have rights.
As dads, I have a dream that all fathers will be treated equally.
And not be abused.
The child support shall match the time spent with the kid. Oh, God, dude. Yeah, and to all the dads that are good dads and that they just have to deal with shitty baby mamas, that's your fault.
Well, I appreciate that.
Oh, shit, you know. So,
Thank you.
We don't have any ice.
No, ice. Yeah, well, that's what we were talking about. Just they're all in
For
California
that
fighting with the
burn.
protesters. Oh, for the burn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That was so
We talked about ice and Jessica took off running.
I know. Let me grab.
I got added to it's a Mercado Redmond group, like a Spanish merchants group. I don't know why. I think Chris Renteria added me to it, but fucking I got ever since Trump got elected, all it's been is fucking like ice detected at grocery outlet, then it's other people saying, dude, stop scaring people. Ice isn't here. I mean, you're pretty safe in rural Oregon right now. But you got
the leader of the worst cartel lives in Salem.
Dude, that guy.
Did he get caught yet?
No, you see, one of the guys got busted. It was the biggest meth dealership or meth dealership. This shit right here, those will keep you up for 3 months. Who needs teeth when you can grind your gums together? Oh shit! But yeah, no, like the biggest fentanyl deal ever busted. I think it was busted in Arizona, but it was
I heard about this.
It was an illegal immigrant guy that lived in Salem.
What?
And yeah, and they got it down there and they were trying to bring it up here. And he got busted down there with all of it. And it came out all in the news that they're like, he's a Salem resident, and then all the rednecks, and they're no, he's a Mexican citizen. But meanwhile, all their kids are buying meth from this guy in Salem. Fentanyl.
Like, look,
dude, I saw this one.
Where did all of our deals go?
On the topic of the protests, I did see this one video of like clips of the weird things they saw at protests, and there's this one of this dude holding a sign. And he's literally like fucking nodding out, like high as fuck on heroin in the middle of the road. Just like this. There's no one even really right next to him. Well, you see one lady with a mask like kicking at him, like, is he okay?
Dude, I seen the funniest video. It was on TikTok, and he was like a interviewer.
Yeah.
And he walked up to this guy, and the guy was holding the Mexican flag, and he's like, I love that flag.
Yeah.
And the interviewer, he went up to him and he was like, why do you like those colors, and what does it mean to you? And he's like, well, I don't know. Like literally, that's what he said. Dude, then he's like, he stopped talking and he just walked away.
Isn't the Mexican flag very similar to like the same color? What color is the Mexican flag again?
It's
green.
Red, white, and green. Okay, no. So the Irish flag is very similar to some other country, and it's like white, orange, and green. I think.
I think you're thinking. Okay, so white, orange, and green. No,
I don't remember.
No, it's white. No. White, yellow, and blue is Iran.
What's
Ukraine?
Ukraine. Yeah, I've seen enough of those flags.
I know, right?
My whole Facebook
They're
for fucking months.
They kicked Russia's ass, if you ask me.
Yeah, dude, let them fight for themselves. Like fucking, like why are we protecting the Ukraine?
I think.
Why isn't England or anyone near it? You know, like protecting it?
Yeah.
Like It's like, okay, we're
We
getting our
always
ass
have
kicked.
to.
We need America.
Yeah, we have
Meanwhile-
big dick syndrome. We
Meanwhile,
walk in
all
and
of our
we're like,
people here are fucking depressed and out of shape, dude, and just fucking addicted to fucking everything.
Yeah.
we're like cattle.
Yeah, we gotta.
Dude, I start watching like movies like Wall-E and The Matrix, and I'm like, fuck, dude, this is reality. Like
White, orange, and red, or white, orange, and
green.
green. White,
Yeah.
orange, and green.
Yeah, that's
is
what-
Ireland.
Yeah, but that's something like Croatia or something too, or something pretty similar. I think is
Well,
same color.
Mexico has a similar one too.
Well, fucking Australia and New Zealand's flags were pretty similar too, and like their accents are close. So I'm like, somebody's like, "Hey, let's do this," and then they had that flag, and I'm like, "They're Australian." And they're like, "No, I'm a Kiwi." Yeah,
Turkey. They're like, we're gonna be completely different. We're just
yeah.
gonna make a moon with a couple
Yeah.
stars, and
Yeah.
then China's like,
Isn't that pretty simple? Like that's pretty close to the symbol of Islam too, right? Turkeys.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Do turkeys, the real thing, do they celebrate Thanksgiving?
Turkey.
Oh, sorry, this is a dumb joke. Where are we at, Jessica? Ooh. Ooh, we're gonna make an hour tonight. I don't think we're gonna do an hour and a half.
You never made that
Yeah.
ever before.
Yeah.
An hour tonight.
No, we the one with Jarrett was that one was an hour and 31 minutes.
That was a good one.
Yeah, haven't
Yeah, I was
listened
listening
all.
to it. It was a good one.
Yeah, we started off a little slow, but it was pretty fun. We'll have to have him back on with you here.
Yeah, that would be a
No,
good one.
not exactly an hour. Just after,
Okay.
count it down, Jessica. Give us a countdown. She's looking at it like I
2,
forgot how to.
1.
We're at an hour. Woo! Yep, we made it. So you got any last words you want to say?
God bless America.
God bless America.
And-
On the the day after our military, or no, today is our military's 250th
250th was on yesterday.
yesterday birthday.
Yep.
Thank you for anyone that's served in the military, or anyone that's had family that served in the military, and of that sacrifice that comes with being a family of someone that does. And we love America. Just try not to fuck everyone up too bad over there. And fucking, where are we fighting the war now again?
Everywhere.
LA.
We just don't know it.
Just try not to fuck up too many of those LAers.
How'd you,
LA.
Steve? I mean, LA?
Yeah, they're like fucking man buns. Like, we're gonna kick your ass. Fucking get
Where's
full
my
right
Toto?
gear. Fucking beating them. Dude, straight CJ from fucking San Andreas, just running around with the dildo, fucking beating people with it. All right, that's it. I think we're gonna send her out with this good little ending song. Peace. See you next time.